So I've been doing a little bit of cleaning. Here's my calipers. Just waiting on some extra parts to install those. But the next plan is to install this little Dragwing that I have. It's a little bit different than like the average like duckbill. Wonder if I'll be able to get like a nice side shot. Probably not. But this is the spare trunk that I got. I went over this just like with a little bit. On camera, it looks okay. In person, I'd say it's probably like a solid 10-footer. I ordered a new logo that actually came in so I can put that on. I actually have these, which are the inner trunk lights from an old parts car I had. So that's that. I'm gonna have to switch out the lock mechanism with the one that's currently in my car. And I think that's pretty much it. So I'll end up painting this. So that's the next project, and that should come out pretty sweet. Just got done sanding this. Took like 40 minutes to get all the old 3M tape off. So I'll just do the bottom layer first. I think we're supposed to get a storm tomorrow, so hoping at least this side dries. And then I'll flip it, do the other, and the goal is to get it done before the weekend, but we'll see. So to no surprise, it rained again earlier today, and I had a feeling it would. So I ended up putting this in here this morning. Should be able to see here that I wasn't able to get the top side of it, but I was able to get my 2 coats of primer on the back here. There's a part of me that almost wants to hit it one more time. Let me get it out in the sun and I'll be able to check. I just like this one because it's a little bit thicker of a primer. So it's got the filler, which is nice. But yeah, let me get it out in the sun and then I'll kind of assess from there. So sun's going down. I'll probably let that dry for like an hour and hit it one more time before color. Okay, so it's Thursday, which makes day 3 of this. I still have one more coat to put on here of the primer before I can start doing the silver. And now it's supposed to rain tonight, so I'm gonna try and blast through this as quickly as I can. And even if I just get 1 coat of primer, I'll be thrilled about that. But yeah, now they changed it from, instead of just being Friday, Saturday, and Sunday raining, now there's also gonna be Monday. So, not trying to sound negative, but who knows when this will actually be done. All right, primer coat number 2 on the top, which is technically number 4. And this should be my last primer coat that I want to do. So I'm going to go a little bit thicker, especially because it's like the filler. But yeah, I'll just go ahead and finish this. Wind's kind of blowing. And then next clip should be silver. Okay, she's going to dry now. Sun's kind of going down. So like I said, hopefully just this will dry before the rain comes. It has literally been an entire week because this is the silver, by the way. So we're at like 3 or 4 weeks in trying to paint this thing. I'm gonna try and wrap it up this weekend. First coat of silver, so that'll be good. So it's supposed to rain today, so I'm trying to get this done as quick as possible. My 3rd coat of silver on the bottom is done. It's pretty dry to the touch. It's been out here for like an hour in the sun. So I think it's safe, do this carefully, to turn this over, and you can see the primer versus the silver. Super shiny, super not. I've got 3 on the bottom. I'm gonna do 3 on this top deck layer, and then clear it and we should be good to go. Oh yeah, by the way, I got this done yesterday, so my hand is like super swollen. This is almost empty, so I'm gonna grab another one and then once that dries, do another coat. So this is a prime example of what I'm talking about. Wow, on the camera it looks bright, but it's actually raining right now. And I just pulled the wing in here before it started getting too wet or damp or whatever. However, I wet sanded the wing. Let me see if I can show you. Well, in this awful lighting, it's probably gonna be super hard to tell. You can see it got a little damp out there. I ended up wet sanding it, I guess, from not leaving it out long enough in certain times, it just became a thing of, it had some really rough edges. So then I ended up going back over it with silver 2 times and then clear coating it all together, basically one more session of that. So it's frustrating. Every time it either rains or I screw something up or something crazy happens. But since it's raining, I'm not going to stand out in the rain and mount it like on the car. So I want to, at least since I'm in here and it's kind of dry in here, mount it to the wing, or the trunk I mean. I have to clean the trunk, clean the bottom of the wing, peel all the tape off, and then slap it on there. I think this is going to turn out pretty sick. I do have a new Lexus emblem, so I'm going to put that on there, so that'll be just as shiny. These are my spare inner trunk lights. So I'll be putting those in there, put the emblem on, mount the wing, and then I just need to transfer the lock cylinder and then pretty much just mount it up and make sure fitment's right, and should be cool from there. Okay, I got most of the pollen off just by giving it like a quick little rub down. I moved it back up onto this area, but what I might do is kind of find a way to like mount my GoPro like up here or maybe over there. I'm using this cheap little toggle switch Harbor Freight light. I kind of want to wire something up in here just so I can have some more lighting and then make a little bit more room, kind of organize some stuff, because I feel like I could do a couple projects and kind of make it work in here. I forgot, I didn't actually tape this up because I didn't want it to interfere with the painting and mess the tape up. So I've got to tape that up, which I probably won't film only because I don't have room in here, but I can show you everything that you see is taped up with like masking tape or painting tape. I'm just going to replace that with 3M double-sided and then just mount it up. And then once it's all mounted, I'll put the new Lexus emblem on, and then I'll fill these guys over here. And then pretty much as soon as the weather breaks, I will mount this up to the car. I decided to just go ahead and put the new emblem on. That way I'll have this centered, lined up where I want. That way when the wing goes on, I can kind of base it off of this instead of the old residue. But here's the part number in case any of you guys need it. And this was straight from Toyota, so boom, just like that, new emblem. That was the only thing missing from this trunk. I debated taking these off, but just to keep like a semi-stock appearance, I'll probably leave those on. Okay, I'm not even gonna lie, that took way longer than expected because the front half, everything I taped up here and then on the sides stayed, but I could grab this and literally move it like this because where the tape is here is recessed a little inwards, so it wasn't making connections. So I went back, taped along the trunk right about here, well, right here, so it was like double layered, slapped it down. It still wasn't sticking. Like you could like lift it up like this even after pressing it down for like 2 minutes. I just lined it one more time, so it's got 3 layers under there now, so it should be stuck. Should. This side was lifting even though it had 3, so I folded one up, stuck it in there, so that's tight now. Yeah, it's pretty hot in this shed, so hopefully everything dries the way it should. Probably gonna go ahead and put those lights on whenever I do install the trunk, just so it's uniform. But this thing's coming out sweet, man. So we will get the trunk installed. Gonna have to take all these plastic clips out, remove these, remove this, get all the wiring and cable stuff from this one, and then transfer it to the other one and then slap her back on. So I'm just waiting on Ryan to show up so I can get all this done. Since it'll be hard to film, I will probably just update it. Oh no, it's crunching. I guess the real test will make sure my key works too. Oh. Hell yeah. Oops. So then I guess we just have to feed the harness back through, get the lights in, and put the cover back on, really. I just want to see if the lights we transferred are actually going to work. They should, because we saw that these bulbs were already blown out.
Put these LED bulbs in.
Yeah. As long as these connectors aren't burnt up. If they are, I'll just have to swap them back off that one. Oh no, they're solid.
Hell yeah.
Trade ya.
Oh no, the right one's not working.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Backwards.
I don't think these are like that, but sometimes some of them are.
Nope.
Not working?
No. This is the one you were worried about? No, this isn't. This is.
No.
That's the good one.
Worst case, if I gotta get another, I think they're only a couple bucks.
Think it's the light or the... Oh, no.
It's connection.
Yes, sir.
I just had to space out the pins a little bit more.
Hell yeah.
Sweet. I was gonna say there's a clip, but it's just not going in.
You know what else ain't going in?
What?
You.
Ooh. Now I know. Forgot I had so much tape under this thing.
Never thought you'd be taking this off, would you?
Not really. You can tell how much I care about this tape. I'll probably drill that out at work tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Or bring my tools home and drill that out. And then just put actual tag bolts in it. Because we should also have those at work. That being said, I'm only going to tape like just 2 sides. Just to keep it on there basically for tonight. I mean, it's not really like I'm going anywhere with this.
Yeah, keep it on there permanent.
Yeah, I could. Dude, this was a whole roll before I taped this up. If that tells you anything.
How much did you use?
All of it.
On just the plate?
No, the wing.
Oh.
You can't even put the razor on it, because then the razor will start getting caught on this and like lifting it up.
Mm-hmm.
You know what would really screw with my OCD?
Tell me.
See how the holes are like that?
Yeah.
If I did it like this.
Yeah.
Alright, tell me what the hell this is. We gotta pull this back down, dude. Alright, after 5 weeks of nonsense, the Dragwing is finally done. And this car needs a bath bad.